The game that I wanna show you today, besides awesome gameplay, actually did something revolutionary in a Web3 space. It is a next generation battle royale game made for mobile that is called Royale, and they were first to launch loot airdrop campaign which lasts until 18 October, so make sure to check this game as soon as possible. Today I wanna show you the gameplay of the game and how you can actually farm as much noob tokens, which is their native currency, as possible until the end of this airdrop, so stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Željko and welcome to CryptoGrid channel. So if we go to their official website, we can see that the Royale is a next generation battle royale made for mobile. I'm actually kind of person that prefers playing games on a desktop, so I usually use emulator like BlueStacks, and this is where I actually play the game. They were the first, as I said, to launch loot airdrop campaign, which combats one of the things that is the largest problem for a whole Web3 industry, and that's the huge amount of bots and people that are trying to extract value. And many games try to find different ways how they can combat that, and actually Royale is the first one that came up with this idea, which is really awesome, and I think more games in the future will try to implement this as well, because if you're earning their native currency noob token on a way where you actually kill players, collect loot and things like that, it's actually based on a skill and it's impossible to bot this action, or at least it's way more difficult to do it, because the higher skill players will actually earn high rewards in comparison to the lower ones, and this is actually not done just on a leaderboard as many games are trying to reward like top 600, top 6000 players or something like that. They're actually doing it in each game separately, which is awesome if you ask me. So let's launch the BlueStacks and let's launch the game. Once you launch the game, everything is pretty simple. I like the graphics, by the way. You have different modes to choose. You can play loot airdrop, which is currently active. You can play alone or you can play in different team sizes. Another thing that's important is actually you have a blast pass where pretty much you're unlocking things based on the amount of points that you're accumulating over time and based on the amount of games that you're playing, people that you're killing, and things like that. As I said, their native currency is a noob token, and usually you are getting these from killing people or opening boxes, and that's pretty much the main way how you can get it. The people that own their NFTs, they're pretty much getting double of these rewards, and the good thing is that you can pretty much open the premium battle pass just by collecting noob tokens and unlocking it with it, so you don't need to pay anything and the whole game is free to play as well. The maps are pretty much changing on a daily basis, so one is favoring like sniper weapons, the other is favoring more of close range weapons, and the game is offering a lot of variety in general. Once you start the game, the queues are very short, pretty much under a minute, which I really like, and in many Web3 games you need to wait much longer, and as soon as you're queued up, you are choosing where you wanna drop on a map, and usually I don't change it, I let the character drop wherever. The only thing that I'm aiming, I wanna pick up as many weapons as soon as possible, as much ammo, as much armor as well. And obviously, one of the things that you're gonna see, you will see when the boxes are dropping on a board, and that's one of the key things that you should be aiming for. So it's the best way how you can actually earn noob token, in my opinion. I realize that a lot of people are not pursuing these. I'm not sure what's the reason for that, because I think it's probably the easiest way, even easier than killing other players, and it's something that I always aim to get. So yeah, you can see, for example, the loot box here, and here you can see the amount of players that are currently alive, and this is the number of kills that you did in the current game. I need to pick up HP and possibly armor. but I'm kinda not getting any of these. Okay, here is more HP, you're getting 50 HP for each of these. One of the biggest tips in my opinion is that you wanna pick up Sniper as soon as possible, because Sniper gives you a wider area of vision, which means a lot in this game. And as you can see, the area is narrowing down, so all the players need to run into the circle as soon as possible, and many of them actually struggle and die just because of that, as you can see in this game, for example. Pretty much the game is played until only one player is left alive, so the goal is to become that player if it's possible. So my biggest advice, and probably the easiest way how you can farm Noom tokens, is actually to go to these spots. As you can see here, really often you will see that nobody is contesting it, so you can pretty much take a free Noom token. Usually you can get a really good weapon there, in this case the upgraded version of Sniper, which is probably the best weapon in a game, which gives you a huge advantage in the rest of the game. Also, often the good thing is try to get players while they're actually trying to acquire it. While they're focused on getting Noob tokens, you're actually focused on killing them during that time, as you can see in this case, for example. Also, usually when the game is coming closer to the end, I try not to contest stuff, because usually the better players are alive, and often you can see a Noob token just laying on the ground like they're laying here. And also, if you manage to kill some players, you're actually gonna be able sometimes to get Noob drops from them, as you can see in this situation, for example. Oh, I managed to win this one. This is awesome. Keep in mind that this loot for airdrop will only last for the next few days, so make sure to farm as much Noom tokens as possible. And if you want to support me as well, you can go to the shop, scroll all the way to the right and type here CryptoGrid, and on this way I will be earning 5% of all the things that you are earning actually. So, and I would highly appreciate it. So I really hope that you like the game as I do. I really hope to see this concept in more games in the future as well. And yeah, thank you for staying. Stay strong and healthy. Bye.